a deep square leg bound ground is extremely good with 2-3 bowling machines there on the ground, surrounded by trees. It's lovely ground. Lilith once again. Mountains all around here. Pushes it out towards the. It's a lovely between a square leg and wideish mid wicket for a single. 52 for 2. Swapped it towards. And it was slightly misunderstanding between the two. Rashid and Vinod. The decision is pending with the third umpire. Third umpire Rahul Ashir. Nepal, very sharp fielding from the Nepal fielders. The bowlers are very well supported by their fielders, sharp fielding. Lilith continued to bowl the 7th over, left-arm slow bowler from the scorer's end. And once again, Colin tried to sweep it, takes it on the pad. End of the 7th over, 54 for 2 Netherlands. And Karan once again brought back into the attack. In the very first over, he got a wicket of Antonius. This is the 8th over, which will be in progress right now. So far, the best team in this tournament is Oman. They have won both the matches against Hong Kong. Very convincing victory by 7 wickets. And then yesterday they outclassed Ireland and win by 43 runs, 173 runs being bowling from these commentators' end. When Ireland started innings, it was Kevin O'Brien and Bill Brain both played superbly. At one stage, it looks the things going in the favor of Ireland, but the introduction of spinners just brought them on their knees. Karan right arm over. Once again, down the leg side. The ball took the pad. And good stop by the wicketkeeper. extremely lively bowling from Mohammad Nadeem yesterday. Got 3 wickets, gave away only 9 runs in his 4 overs. Equally supported by the leg spinner Khawar Ali. He got 3 wickets. And Amir Kaleem, the slow left-arm spinner, got 2 wickets. And Bilal Khan, the spearhead of the Oman attack, got 2 wickets. So it was a very, very convincing victory for Oman over Ireland. 43 margin is one of the, you can say, the best margin the team has won so far. And yesterday, Nepal also won against Hong Kong in the afternoon match. The day one, Ireland beat Netherlands with Wilbraham and Kevin both playing a good knock. Ben Cooper scored at 65 runs against Ireland in the first match for Nepal, but unfortunately he is not in today. He has been rested for today's match. Karan right arm over the wicket. To Colin, he just played it out towards the short mid-wicket fielder. Skipper Paras standing back on mid-on, right on the circle. With short mid-wicket. Once again, it's a good delivery and onto the fact that he has to hurry. Good running between the wickets. These two by Colin and Maxwell. Paras, one of the best players in the associate countries, has played a lot of cricket for Nepal. He's been captain for so long. Onto the back foot, cracks it away out to the sweeper at deep extra cover by Maxwell. End of number 8, over number 8. 58 for 2. At one stage, the run rate was above 9 when Antonius and Maxwell was playing, but now the run rate has brought down to 7.2 runs an over. It's a good comeback by Nepal. And the Netherlands got 2 wickets down. In the reverse sweep, Paras, the skipper, came back himself and had to run a lot. Well into defeat. 2 runs to Maxwell. Change from the scorer's end. Paras Katka, the skipper of Nepal, brought himself from the scorer's end. The right arm slow bowler. Mixed deliveries. Played it out towards the square leg boundary for the single. One more to the total. 67 now. 61 for 4. For 2 wickets now. And beautifully swept by Colin over the fine leg boundary for a 6. It was a slower one. Nicely picked up by Colin to the vacant fine leg area, and it's a 6. It was a slower one bowled by Paras, and Colin took advantage of it, hit it over the fine leg boundary for 6. Swept very well. Now he's bowling over the wicket. Onto the back foot, brilliantly cut out towards the point boundary, 4 runs. Lovely shot from Collins. The ball was slightly short of the length, and on the back foot, picked the gap between gully and point, 4 runs to him. 4 to the total. 71 for 2. Quite expensive over from Paris. Just pushes it out towards deep mid-on for a single. Colin. 72 for 2. Over number 9 is in progress. Played it back to the bowler. Zone to 8 and over. Umpires Vinod and Riyad Rashid is supervising today's match, with the Rahul Asher is third umpire, and the match referee is Lebroy. Yesterday we have seen jubilation in the Oman camp. All the chief demission, managers, coaches, support staff were upbeat of yesterday's victory. Brilliantly played, just flicked off his wrist over the square leg boundary 6. Beautifully played. Lovely shot from Maxwell. Just slip of his wrist, turn of his left wrist, and it went like anything over the square leg boundary for 6. Beautiful shot. Or maybe the best shot in the morning so far. He did not move at all from his crease, just standing and just flicking his bat. Take the pace of the ball and went over the rope for 6. It's brilliantly fielded at extra cover. Mira. Abhinash is bowling the 10th over from the commentator's end. The full toss. Played it out towards mid-off. 79 for 2. Over number 10 is underway. It's a slower one and very well played by Maxwell. Beautifully played. Just rolled his wrist and it goes over the widest mid-on. 2 runs to Maxwell. Abhinash, right arm, medium pacer. Good delivery. That is the end of over number 10, the halfway through. 81 for 2 Netherlands. The run rate, which came down from 9.4 to 7.2, once again creeping up now. 8.1 runs and over now, with 8 wicket in hands, and Maxwell is looking in great touch. So is Colin. Netherlands has yet to score a victory in this Tour 5 Nation tournament, whereas Nepal yesterday achieved the first victory by beating Hong Kong. And in the morning session, as I mentioned earlier, Oman, the top of the table. Leaders beat comprehensively Ireland by 43 runs and earned the maximum points so far. 4 points with 2 wins, followed by Nepal and Ireland. Very bad delivery, short of the length, and all the time Colin has got to play out towards the vacant cover in extra cover region for 2. Let's push it out towards the deep mid on for a single. Officially played out towards the sweeper at deep extra cover. Runs are coming quite freely for Netherlands. Once again, there is mix-up between the two, Maxon and Colin. Colin ran for the run, whereas Maxon has very wisely said him no, but he was halfway through. Lucky it was a direct throw from the fielder, but he survived the second run out. Once again onto the back foot and stumbled while playing the shot. So end of over number 11. Sompal bowling from the commentator and right arm medium pacer. So runs are coming quite freely for Netherlands. Not any pressure on them. They're playing their own game, getting singles very easily. But so far, no boundaries have been scored from last 3 overs. And I'm sure Nepal's keeper will be happy that only singles are giving away. No boundaries are there. And this time it was a shot. He has all the time to play. Brilliant fielding by the fielder from the mid-wicket. Ran away and got 2 runs. "93 for 2, Netherlands." Over number 12 is in progress. Maxid is on 36 and Colin on 28. Just open the face of the bat and put it out towards third man for a single by Maxwell. End of 12th over. 94 for 2. After Antonius got out. From then on, both the batsmen are playing very sensibly and kept the run rate up from 7.4 to 8. Now it's once again brought back under 8 by the Nepal bowlers. 7.8 runs an over now. Nepal seems to be just not having much bowling options. And the main bowler is Lamichane and Karan, who bowled extremely well yesterday. Let it continue to bowl this 4th over probably, I believe. He already bowled 3 overs before. Once straight to the fielder at short cover. Skipper himself fielded nicely. Over pitch delivery, played it out towards deep mid-off for a single by Maxwell. Moves on to 39. Yesterday evening, we had a very good Nepali crowd here. It's a quicker one. Played it out off his toes out toward the short fine leg for the single. One more to the total. 97 now. Netherlands, 13th over is underway. Lalit, left arm slow bowler. And this time he out bowled, tried to sweep it. And a good success for Nepal. They were looking for this partnership. It was threatening for them. And finally, wrong selection of shots by the batsman got him out, bowled by Lalit. And Nepal happy to have this partnership broken. Colin is the person who got out. So 97 for 3 now, Netherlands. Over number 13 is being bowled by Lilith, who was not having wicket yesterday in his bowling of 4 spells. Today is successful, breaking this partnership. It was going very well between Maxwell and Colin. The skipper, Peter Sealer, is on the wicket right now. Oh, lovely delivery from Lilith. Peter doesn't know much about it, tried to plate it on and beaten completely. Good over from Lilith. He's got the wicket of Colin. And the skipper must be happy that at last Lilith has got a wicket today. Vinash continued to bowl the 14th over of this T20 match from the commentator end. Very well played by Maxwell, is looking the ball very well right now, but could not able to get the gap on the offside, straight to the short extra cover. Just pushes, plays it out towards the deep point region for a single. Full toss and played it out towards the fielder, a deep mid wicket to single. Once again, full toss, played it out towards the deep mid off boundary, and they're going for the second. Has to hurry. Good running. And that is the 100th of Netherlands inning. 101 for 3. Maxwell on 42. Allow you to hit it. And so what they are doing now. End of number 14. Over. 103 for 3. 6 overs to go, and the expected run Netherlands would like to get approximately about 160 around. 160, 165 is a good total at least. Skipper Peter is on 2. So they slightly short of the length and played it out towards wide mid-on. Lamichane has been brought back into the attack. This is his third over. He got a very valuable wicket in the very first ball of his first spell in this morning. Up in the air. And he's out. Once again, a beautiful delivery from Lamichane. And Maxwell, who was batting very, very well, finally, Lamichane has taken his wicket. Once again, a clever delivery from him. And he tried to play it out towards mid-off, got an outer edge, and well taken by a fielder at point. So 104 for 4 now, Netherlands. One of the most famous Netherlands batsmen in the international cricket, Van der Merwe is now took the place of Maxwell. Van der Merwe is one of the best all-rounders of Netherlands. He's a very well-known figure in international cricket. 2 most experienced players are on the field now. Peter, Skipper, and Murph. Lamichane, world fame like Spain. Umpires Vinod Babu and Riaz Rashid supervising this match. Rahul Ashar is the third umpire for this match. Beautifully bowled, completely beaten by the leg spinners of Lamichane. Beautiful delivery from him. And he's now taken 2 wickets in his 3 overs, not allowing the batsman to read it out. Sompal bowled 3 overs for 27 runs. Sandeep Lamichhane 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets, as he's famous for. Lalit bowled 4 overs, 28 runs, 1 wicket. And Karan got 1 wicket in 2 overs. Paras got 1 over, 14 runs. Abhinash 2 overs, 15 runs. That is the bowling analysis for you. 105 for 4. Karan brought back into the attack from the commentator and right-arm medium pacer. It was a good bouncer. And it was not very well timed by the skipper. Luckily not goes up and ball fell in front of him. And this time Karan is out. Once again a short of the length ball. And Peter want to play it over mid-wicket. Is straight to the skipper Paras. And now Netherlands got 5 wicket down. 105 for 5. And once again Nepal came back strongly. I will run through the batting performance of Netherlands. Toby, the opener, got out 4 of volley of Sandeep. Maxwell got 43 or 44 runs, the high scorer. Antonius Stall, 21. Colin Ackerman, 29. And Peter Saylor just out, got Paras, bowled Karan, 4. Vandermeer is still batting on 2. And the next man in. So this is all about the batting performance so far from the Netherlands. Only Maxwell and Antonio played a good knock, followed by Colin. Karan once again back into the wicket. Yesterday he took 4 wickets. Today he has taken 2 wickets so far. A very, very good performance as a medium pacer. Scott Edwards, the new man in, facing Karan, right arm over the wicket. Just try to cut it, does not hold the fit properly, got an outside edge and just went through for single. Very nicely pushed it towards the extra cover and got a cheeky single. Merv. Karan once again, right arm over the wicket. Beautifully played, a half volley straight to the deep extra cover boundary. And they got 2 runs out of it. Very well played by the End of a good over from Karan. He got 2 wickets in 2 overs. 109 for 5. Over number 16 has gone. At one stage, we were expecting that they might go up to 150, 160, which it is still possible. 4 overs to go, and they have 5 wicket in hands. So let us see how this last 4 overs will be for Netherlands, whether we'll go all out to attack or they will go for singles. Antonio has been brought back into the attack. Abhinash from the scorer's end. But it was outside the off stump, tried to york him, but he missed completely. Merv. Merv just played it out, opened the face of the bat, pushes out towards deep. Third man for the single is now off the mark with 2. Scott is on 3, Merv is on 2. Over number 17 is in progress. Shot played out towards deep mid wicket boundary, and they go for 2. Sabinash Bohara, right arm medium pacer from the scorer's end, right arm over the wicket. Just beauty, slower and beat the batsman outside the off stump. Flashes it out, but luckily not to get a touch. Scott. Sabinash Bohara, right arm medium pacer from the scorer's end, right arm over the wicket. Go just beauty, looking for 2, but slower and beat the batsman outside the off stump. By the fielder at deep mid wicket, and the score moves on to 113. Flashes it out, but luckily not to get a touch. Flashes it out, but luckily not to get a touch. Sabinash Bohara, right arm medium pacer from the score. And that's the end of the over number 17. One 4 for 5. Netherlands against Nepal. The afternoon match will be played between Hong Kong and Ireland. Ireland has earlier beaten Netherlands, but yesterday they were beaten comprehensively by Oman. And today they are going to play against Hong Kong. That's not yet won a match for them. They are the bottom of the points table. So Lamichane is brought back into the attack once again as 4th over. reverse sweep and over the gully fielder, and it's 4 runs. For Merv, 4 to Netherlands. He saw that fielder is on the circle and he reverse sweep it over the head of the fielder. This time Merv is out. Caught at deep mid-wicket boundary. This is the 6th wicket and 3rd for Lamichane. Successful so far, and Netherlands lost his 6th wicket. So now Nepal is full control of the situation at the moment. 114 for 6. And Newman Shane is walking onto the wicket. Lamichane got 3 wickets so far in his 4th. This is the last over he has to bowl. Right arm leg spinner. Onto the back foot, cracks it straight to a fielder at deep extra cover for single. Scott is on 7, and the Newman and Shane is yet to open his account. And once again, a beauty from Lamichane, but it's a wide declared by umpire. Very wide outside the leg. It's a leg spinner going further away. And it's in the air, and now he's got 4th wicket. So he's among the top wicket takers, like his teammates Karan, who took 4 wickets yesterday. And today Lamichane came back as he's one of the best leg spinners in the world. And today he bowled extremely well against Netherlands. And this is 4th wicket in the 4th over. And Netherlands lost the 7th wicket at 120 for 7. And out goes the new man, Fredericks. Very impressive bowling from Lamichane and the other bowlers from Nepal. At one stage, both the openers, Antonio and Maxwell, was playing superbly. The run rate was above 9. And after the departure of both of them and Antonio, the things goes back in the favor of Nepal. with some brilliant bowling supported by very well by their fielders. End of a very good spell from Lamichane. He got 4 wickets of 4 overs. And over number 18 is finished now. 122 for 7. Netherlands. If after is on the wicket, we'll have to see how they will go for it. A brilliant display of bowling by Lamichane, as he's famous for his leg spinners. Today he came back and bowled beautifully, got 4 wickets. Abhinash is bowling the 19th over from the score end. Hold up in the play at the batsman want to chase back. Yesterday, Hong Kong scored 125 against Nepal, and today Netherlands are 124 for 7 with 19th overs in progress. Any target around 145, at least it's a fighting total. The wicket's a bit slower